12 feet beneath the ruined sands of ancient Sumer, archaeologists uncovered a sealed chamber hidden beneath a collapsed temple no map had ever recorded. The entrance was buried so deeply it looked intentional, as if someone wanted whatever was inside erased from history forever. At first, the excavation team thought it was another royal burial. Ancient Mesopotamia is filled with forgotten tombs. But the moment workers shattered the stone seal covering the chamber, the atmosphere changed instantly. Several members of the team later claimed the air inside felt unnaturally cold. Then their lights revealed the skeleton, and everything stopped, because lying in the center of the chamber was a body that did not look completely human. The skull was too long, the spine curved in ways modern anatomy should not allow, and the hands contained an impossible number of joints. One archaeologist reportedly whispered a single sentence after seeing the remains. This should not exist. What they had discovered beneath the oldest civilization on Earth would soon trigger rumors of forbidden genetics, lost species, and ancient beings connected to the Sumerian gods themselves. But the most disturbing part of the discovery had not yet been uncovered. For more than 6,000 years, the Sumerians remained one of history's greatest mysteries. They appeared suddenly in Mesopotamia with astonishing knowledge far ahead of neighboring civilizations. They created one of humanity's first writing systems, built massive cities aligned with the stars, mapped planetary movements with impossible precision, and, according to certain ancient tablets, they claimed their knowledge came from beings that descended from the heavens. Most historians dismiss those stories as mythology. But after the discovery of the skeleton, some researchers began asking a terrifying question. What if the Sumerians were describing something real? Because carved directly into the walls surrounding the burial chamber were symbols unlike anything found in ordinary tombs. Tall figures stood beside kneeling humans. Their heads were elongated. Their eyes appeared completely black, and their hands contained extra fingers, exactly like the skeleton resting beneath the chamber. Suddenly, the excavation no longer felt like archaeology. It felt like the discovery of something humanity was never meant to uncover. Then came the first scientific analysis. Researchers carefully removed fragments from the skeleton and transported them to a laboratory for examination. At first, experts assumed the strange appearance was caused by ritual skull shaping, a practice found in some ancient cultures. But the scans revealed something impossible. The elongation was not artificial. The bone structure itself had developed naturally. The skull was biologically different. That single discovery changed everything. Because if the skeleton had not been altered after birth, then whoever this person was may have belonged to a population completely unknown to history. And the deeper scientists looked, the stranger the body became. The rib cage contained abnormalities never documented in Sumerian remains. The shoulders were unusually wide. The arms extended far below normal human proportions. Even the joints appeared different, as if the skeleton belonged to something almost human, but not entirely. Then one forensic specialist noticed something deeply disturbing about the spine. Several vertebrae appeared denser than normal human bone. Not damaged, not diseased, different. The finding reportedly caused an internal argument among researchers studying the remains. Some believed the skeleton represented a severe genetic mutation. Others feared something far more controversial, a lost branch of humanity, or perhaps something history had intentionally erased. Then the carbon dating results arrived. The body was older than expected, far older. The skeleton existed during the earliest rise of Sumer itself, during a period historians still struggle to explain, because ancient Sumerian civilization seemed to appear almost overnight. Advanced mathematics, astronomy, massive architecture, written language. It was as if knowledge had emerged from nowhere. And according to ancient legends, it had. Sumerian tablets repeatedly describe mysterious beings descending from the sky to guide humanity. The texts refer to them as divine teachers, entities who gave humans civilization itself. Modern historians classify the stories as myth. But after the skeleton's discovery, several researchers quietly returned to the ancient translations because the similarities were impossible to ignore. One damaged tablet described a high priestess selected by those who came from above. According to the text, she entered a sacred underground chamber beneath a temple and emerged transformed. Most scholars once believed the passage was symbolic, but now the words sounded terrifyingly literal. Because beneath the temple ruins, archaeologists had discovered exactly that. An underground chamber, a transformed body, and symbols connected to beings descending from the heavens. The parallels became impossible to ignore. Then came another shocking discovery. Hidden beneath layers of dust near the skeleton's remains, archaeologists uncovered ceremonial objects unlike any previously found in Sumerian burials. Black stone tools carved with unfamiliar markings. Strange metallic fragments that showed almost no corrosion despite their immense age. And a circular object covered in star-shaped symbols surrounding a single eye-like design in the center. Nobody could explain its purpose. But according to reports from the excavation, several workers refused to touch it after its discovery. Rumors spread quickly online. Some claimed the objects proved the Sumerians possessed lost technology. Others believed the artifacts were connected to rituals involving non-human beings. But one detail frightened researchers most of all. Every image inside the chamber appeared deliberately damaged. The faces of the mysterious figures had been scratched away. The body shattered. Entire sections of carvings destroyed, as if someone wanted their existence erased forever. But one carving survived, almost perfectly intact. And what it showed sent chills through the excavation team. The image depicted a tall figure standing over a kneeling priestess. One hand rested upon her skull. Above them hovered a star-like symbol descending from the sky. The same symbol carved directly beside the skeleton. Then scientists made a discovery that nearly shut down the investigation completely. DNA testing produced incomplete results. Fragments matched known human ancestry, but several genetic sequences could not be identified using existing ancient databases. The lab repeated the analysis multiple times. The anomaly remained. Officially, researchers blamed contamination. Unofficially, some believe they had uncovered evidence of a human lineage never before documented. Or something even worse. Because according to internal rumors surrounding the excavation, one geneticist reportedly compared the unidentified sequences to nothing currently available in ancient records. That statement was never publicly confirmed, but it fueled global speculation. Suddenly, conspiracy theories exploded across the internet. Some believed the skeleton proved ancient genetic experimentation. Others claimed it was evidence humanity had once interacted with unknown beings thousands of years ago. And a smaller, darker group believed the Sumerians were not worshipping gods at all. They were remembering visitors. Then archaeologists discovered the final detail. The detail almost nobody talks about. Ground-penetrating scans revealed an empty space beneath the chamber floor. Another room, much deeper underground. A second sealed chamber hidden directly below the skeleton's burial site. And, according to surviving inscriptions translated from the temple walls, that chamber was never supposed to be opened again. One line from the damaged text reportedly translated into a chilling warning. Below rests the one who watches beneath the earth. Nobody knows what exists inside the second chamber, because the excavation was allegedly halted shortly after the discovery. Official explanations claimed structural instability made the site unsafe. But rumors tell a different story. Some claim researchers found additional remains below the temple. Others believe something was removed from the chamber before the site was sealed again. And one persistent theory refuses to disappear: that the skeleton discovered beneath ancient Sumer was never the most important thing hidden there. It was only the warning. Because if the inscriptions are real, then something else may still remain beneath the ruins, waiting, buried in darkness for thousands of years. And according to the ancient Sumerians themselves, it was never meant to rise again.